We're here at this place right here called Atomic Pinball Arcade. You pay one price, and there's the phone number, and you can play all the games Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. There's the times, and their website address is atomicpinballarcade.com. And there's some shirts they have. And we're gonna check this place out because this is a really fun place to go right here in St. Louis. They have pinball tournaments. They have all kinds of pinball art. But we just wanted to take you over here. Look at that, that is so cool. And just kind of show it to you. It's really close to Alton, Illinois. And there's Patty. What do you think of the place, Patty? She needs my help. Patty, what do you think of this place?
I need your help.
What do you think of this place? What do you think of this place?
It's awesome. Show me how to play the game.
Oh, I can't because I'm making a video.
It's not working. It just keeps saying preview.
But we're gonna check this place out, and it is really classy, really nice, really cool, and they have 109 pinball machines here. 109. Oh, look at that. Dirty Harry. Let's get a look at that. And there's his 44 Magnum. Gophers. It's kind of a take on Caddyshack. Oh my gosh, I used to love this game. When I was a teenager in high school, I would go up to the grocery store and play this. And let me tell you, the trick to running is to take a knife and put it between your fingers and just tap on it like this, and it literally makes it run faster. And there's Ghostbusters, Johnny Mnemonic, if anybody remembers that game. Metallica, AC/DC, Whirlwind, and if you're really hot when you play this game, it has a topper with a fan in it, so it'll blow you off. And they even have Golden Tee. They have some old games. And look at Patty sitting over here. There's Congo, Dale Jr., Funhouse. And for those who don't know, Funhouse is with the scary talking Rudy. Pirates of the Caribbean is like supposedly the highest selling pinball game that Stern ever made. I don't know if that's still true. Could be. Tales from the Arabian Nights. These are very sought after games right here. And let's go check out some other areas. Patty, you having fun over here playing arcades?
Yep.
She's very good at Pac-Man. Now they also have a room downstairs. I'm not going to go down there, but they have shuffleboard and they have like Xbox and some stuff like that down there. And then this room here, they have some arcades, some skee ball, and classic Gauntlet. And then this game right here, I really love this game. It's called Slugfest. And they have quite a few of these little tabletop games. And you know, the bathrooms are really nice. Everything's really nice. Now here's the main room. And as you can see, they have printed a bunch of famous pinball games, and they have play fields up on the ceiling. And you can see they have places to sit, and they have a lot of classic artwork like Dracula, Bram Stoker's Dracula. A lot of classic artwork from pinballs. And check this out. They got a room in here where you can just kind of sort of make a pizza. And then let's check out how many pinball games they have in this room. Now, this is a game, they only made 500 of them. You can see this one's 55 out of 500. Would have loved to get the 007. This is a 007. Got Jurassic Park. Venom. Hey, look, he's got 2 versions of Venom. Foo Fighters. That's a premium. Guardians of the Galaxy. Rush. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Aerosmith. And you know what's really funny about these 2 games right here? The first time that Stern ever put a color screen on Pinball Games was for these 2 right here. They came out relatively at the same time. I'm not sure which one came out first, but one of these 2 games was the first time Stern actually used color screens. And prior to this, it's like when they made AC/DC, Metallica, and they still had the dot matrix screens. And this game right here is one of my favorites. Batman 66. Who doesn't love Batman 66? And Elvira. I am a huge Elvira fan. Deadpool, Avengers, Stranger Things. And this is the first time anybody's ever used a video screen for a pinball machine. Like, they're using video mapping is what I should have said inside the pinball game. This game right here, Black Knight, has probably the coolest topper ever made for a pinball machine. Iron Maiden. Godzilla is considered the greatest pinball machine ever made. And there it is. Let's see what else we got. We got some really cool pinball artwork. Twilight Zone is one of the, probably the second highest selling game in the history of pinball, with about 16,000, 17,000 units sold. Very complicated game, a lot of moving parts, a lot of mechs. And here's Spider-Man, Harlem Globetrotters. Who didn't love them as a kid? Now, a lot of people will consider this, Medieval Madness, the greatest pinball game ever made. And it's here at Atomic. And these games sell for a lot of money. Now, the one thing I'm going to tell you, and there's Star Wars, Walking Dead, and let's check out that hideous zombie that you get to shoot. You know, there's right here, they've got a November leaderboard right here at Atomic Pinball. That is pretty cool. And look at that, the guy in first place up there is Phantasm. And so it tells you by game who's got the highest scores. That's pretty cool. Diner, Shadow, Creature from the Black Lagoon. I think the artwork on this game is probably the greatest ever. I love Creature from the Black Lagoon. Here's Kiss. Star Wars. Now I want to say something, like, for somebody who's actually been to the Pinball Hall of Fame, you know, I'm not trying to take a dig at them, but you know, most of their games don't work. One of the things I'm noticing here is basically every game works. And that is saying something about the people who run this place. And here is the first Elvira pinball game. There was 3 of them made. This one was the first one. And it's got the topper. Gorgar, which has some really amazing, scary artwork. Check that out. This right here is one of the very few games that I've seen that isn't working. And they've got a whole row of Jersey Jack, Toy Story, Wizard of Oz. Wizard of Oz is considered probably the most beautiful, mech'd up game ever made. I mean, the artwork is insane. Guns N' Roses and this Wizard of Oz are probably the 2 most beautiful games ever made. Not the funnest game to play. And then Pirates of the Caribbean's right there with it. Willy Wonka, Dialed In. I don't see Elton John or Godfather, their last 2 games. And check this out. This is a very sought after game here. Indiana Jones, made by Williams. And they've got the really sought after topper that was made just recently. Indiana Jones, Indianapolis 500, World Poker Tour. And then of course they've got games in here for sale as well. And they have tournaments, they got refreshments. And here's one of the greatest, people love this game right here, The Bride of Pinball. And let's see what other games we got here. We got Star Wars with a very hard to get topper. Led Zeppelin, Beatles. This game is really underrated and the artwork is amazing. Artwork is done by Christopher Franchi. I think he's like the greatest pinball artist ever. And here's Dracula. One of my first pinball games I ever had was Dracula. And there it is. Game of Thrones. And this is what I was talking about. You see the screen there? It's dot matrix. This game was made just prior to the Batman and the Aerosmith, as was Tron. And here's an American pinball game. This is the first one I've seen from them. It's Hot Wheels. And I just want to remind you again, Theater Magic is also one of the highest selling pinball games ever made. With a color screen. Those are, you're able to buy screens now to replace them to make them color. This is the highest selling pinball game in history. Over 20,000 units. The Addams Family. And you got Whodunit, Attack from Mars, which is considered one of the greatest pinball games ever made. And then when they tried to reinvent pinball, they did this, and then they did a sequel to Attack from Mars, where it's got like, you know, essentially you got a TV right up underneath the head, and so it puts like a video down on the screen. And they did this to try to like make pinball more like video games. And there you go. And this place is right across the river from St. Louis. And a really cute town here called Wood River. And it really is a really cute, fun town. It looks like Mayberry. All kinds of antique type of stores and storefronts. And you can find this place online at AtomicPinballArcade.com. So we wanted to give you a tour of this place. It used to be called CP Pinball, and now it's called Atomic Pinball Arcade. Every game is on free play. You pay to come in.
See the basement?
Yeah, I saw the basement. And this is Chuck. This is the owner. Chuck, tell us about Atomic Pinball.
Atomic Pinball, 110 working pinball machines, 17 video games, play about 4,000 video games. We got racing games, we got skee ball, we got more games coming. We get new games all the time. It's $10 an hour or $20 for a 4-hour pass. All the games are free, BYOB.
And how's it, so you can bring your own alcohol?
Yep, bring your own alcohol.
That's crazy.
Yep, it's a great place to come and play pinball and have a couple beers. Not a place to have a bunch of beers and play a little pinball. So, family environment, all ages are welcome. We're open Wednesdays, Fridays, and all day Saturday from noon till 11 p.m. You can also book us for private parties. You can find us at atomicpinball.com.
So from downtown St. Louis to here, how long does it take to get here?
Half hour.
30 minutes?
Yep.
Yep, and there's no place like this anywhere near St. Louis.
There's getting to be more of them.
And you know what I noticed, Chuck, was I've been to the Hall of Fame, you know, in Las Vegas. Okay. And I'm not taking cheap shots at them, but like half their games don't work.
Sure.
Right? They got the coolest sign, though, I've ever seen.
Absolutely.
But half the games don't work. And one of the things I was noticing is like, I only saw like 2 games not working.
One game, it's an EM. And it'll get replaced behind you are our games that we roll in. The games aren't working, this is our spares. So we really have 114 games. But that game went down tonight. We just didn't have time to roll it in or out.
And so this is where all the repairs are made.
Well, mostly at the old location, CP Pinballs, where I have about 17, well, about
17 getting fixed?
17 to 20 down there that could be fixed, but... You know,
so will you add more games to the basement? Because I noticed it's just shuffleboard at the moment.
Video games will go in the basement, and then we're going to get some nice raw thrills games for over here.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, and how do you find you on social media?
You can find us on Facebook. Sadly, no other ways to go to the internet. Find us at atomicpinball.com or cppinball.com.
Well, thanks for the tour, Chuck, and I have to say, how long did it take you to build this place?
It was a year and 9 months.
A year and 9 months you worked on this. Wow.
Plus, during that time, I bought about 60 to 70 more pinball machines.
Wow.
Because we had to get up to 60 pinball machines for in here, so nearly 50 of those I've already bought, fixed, and repaired are now in storage out the other area. We just have better games here.
Wow. I mean, how far are you seeing people come to visit
well,
this?
The old place, we have people come from Australia, we've had people from Korea. Here, you know, it's a new location, so we get a lot more people here. We have a lot more parking, a lot more space.
You know, one of the things I noticed too, you have like an outdoor lounge.
Yeah.
Like a little space, like if you're a smoker or...
outdoor smoking lounge.
Yeah, and you can just hang out there. And what's this room over here? Is that for people to make their own pizza or something?
Whatever, it's just a kitchen. You know, if you come and you got a party and you want some utensils, or we do have a pizza cooker, basically used for us. Please, order in your own pizza. Don't cook the pizzas here. But yeah, Dine and Dash, Uber, whatever. They all deliver here. They all know where the address is at. Plus, downtown is now thriving. So this was really a ghost town for many, many years.
I was saying that when I was making this video, that it looked like Mayberry, like it was like an old town with a bunch of storefronts.
Most of the buildings are in decay, and the city finally said enough's enough, and they made people sell the buildings or improve them. We have a pizza place, have a burger place, we got 2 bars, we got another bar coming, we got a steakhouse coming, we got a chicken place coming.
And you're really close to Alton.
Oh, really close.
Yeah, like what, 2 miles?
It's probably about 8-10 minutes drive.
Yeah, which has like Fast Eddie's
Sure.
and a casino,
Absolutely.
and supposedly the most haunted place in America.
Sure.
But anyway, thanks for the tour, and it looks amazing. And once again, do you have? When are you gonna add an Instagram page?
Probably never.
Probably never.
Just too old. I got too much stuff to do.
You have Facebook,
and
then the website.
then the website.
Atomic Pinball Arcade.com.
You got it.
All right. Thanks a lot, Chuck.
See you, buddy.